and that seemed to imbue it with a British quality which we liked and which I think served the fourth film well. His shows are very real and very grounded, and that was important to us because this is a film about revolution in part, about an underground movement of taking on of authority, and we wanted it, in spite of all the magic, to really have it based in a real energy, in a real world, in a real feeling. We want to get inside of Harry's head and really feel the emotion, and he directs with real passion, with real emotion and real sensitivity, and that was vital for this film.
In the fourth film, Katie Leong beat thousands to win the role of Harry's love interest, Cho Chang. In Order of the Phoenix, Ivana Lynch, another unknown, beat the odds and 15,000 hopefuls to win the coveted role of Luna Lovegood.
Hello, Harry Potter.
Luna Lovegood, who is played by Ivana Lynch, who is an eccentric character. She's dreamy, off in her own world.
A lot of the kids think she's a bit whacked and a bit strange, but in fact, you know what? She's really wise. She's kind of cool about the way she understands the world. She's just slightly out of sync.
She's a bit of an outsider, yet she's very comfortable with who she is. She knows who she is and doesn't apologize or feel compromised by being ostracized and alienated. And like Harry, who is ostracized and alienated, because of that they form a bond.
We both believe you, by the way. That he who must not be named is back, and you fought him, and the Ministry and the Prophet are conspiring against you and Dumbledore.
Thanks. Seems you're about the only ones that do.
I don't think that's true. But I suppose that's how he wants you to feel.
What do you mean?
Well, if I were you-know-who, I'd want you to feel cut off from everyone else. Because if it's just you alone, you're not as much of a threat.
Luna Lovegood, she's an amazing piece of casting. She was 14 when she came to join us. Her name is Ivana Lynch. She's Irish.
And Ivana is someone who we found through an open audition with 15 to 20,000 people showing up. She's absolutely perfect for the part. Ivana had flown over from Ireland to audition. It was her dream. She's obsessed with Potter and Potter. She writes her own Potter fiction. Her knowledge of this world is encyclopedic. She was very fastidious about her costume and her hair. Everything had to be just right. She's magnificent.
When I first came, it was for the screen test, and I had to do that with Daniel. And it was like in Philosopher's Stone, Harry, he goes to Diagon Alley, and he says he wishes he had eyes all around his head. I wanted to have that. There's just so much to see, and I was hoping so much that I would come back again, but I was trying to take in everything in case I wasn't.
Fans of the book, and there are millions, they don't miss a thing. The smallest detail could have monumental importance. Any omission could be tragedy. But a 700-plus page book would translate into what? 10 hours on screen? And that's just not possible.
Working hard is important, but there's something that matters even more. Believing in yourself. Think of it this way. Every great wizard in history has started out as nothing more than what we are now. Students. If they can do it, why not us?
In terms of Jo's involvement, the process is each director will meet her. The writer will talk to her before he starts writing. And then she just leaves it to us. We send her a draft, because we want to make sure we don't do anything that disrupts the universe, that may have an adverse effect on a book that's not yet published.
Sure, if you cut out a character, or even a few lines, you're going to hear from the fans about it.
We inevitably hear that, but you have to, because a film is 2.5 hours long, and if we were to, the books are quite long themselves, and if we were to film everything, it would be 8, 9, 10 hours, maybe even longer. And we just can't do that, neither financially nor really just for the cinema-going audience. They want to have, it wouldn't be one film, it would be many films, and just in terms of the structure, I don't think it would be as satisfying a structure. Maybe as a TV series, but it wouldn't be as satisfying as a cinematic structure.
I can't know.
Did you do this?
No, that was Mrs. Weasley. But when we were filming, they had this like sort of special effect machine. It was like a chopping thing. So it looked like a ghost was like chopping it. It was really
cool. So then the ghost can help out when you do they do dishes as well?
Yeah, actually, yeah. They did, yeah.
We have a Harry Potter film without some creatures, and luckily we have some here. Oh my goodness, hello! What do we have here with us?
This is Monkey. He's a Neapolitan Mastiff, and he plays Hagrid's dog Fang. So we teach him to sort of run to a mark, so they'll stop at a certain spot, walk backwards and lower his head, because there's a lot of times he has to look afraid. So.
Can I see the cat as well?
Absolutely. Crackerjack, come up. Stay. So this is Crackerjack, who plays Crookshanks, Hermione's cat.
Does she get a stand-in, or is she always the main cat?
She is the main sort of #1 close-up cat, and then she has 2 other cats that do the stunts, running, jumping.
So of course there are also creatures of other varieties, just like these Thestrals right here. You can't see them? They've got to be special, just like Harry and Luna.
Well, if you were to say what they resemble, it would be a horse and a dragon. Yeah. They have like they have a beak and they have a dragonish face. And
but all
really bony.
Yeah, they're all, it's almost like skin has been sucked in from the inside. It's all kind of sculpted around their bones. Oh, really? So basically it looks like they've never eaten before.
Milky white eyes.
Yeah.
And fat wings.
They're really scary.
The Thestrals are something which is really important to Harry, because they sort of fascinate him, which in a way means he has a fascination with death, and I think he is. There's something very morbid and interesting about them, and they do look like sort of something the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse would ride, and so they are frightening, but I think they have a capacity to look quite beautiful and majestic at the same time. This is the place where sort of me, Ron and Hermione sit and talk about the various plots that go on in all the films. We talk about the kiss. I'm sort of sat around there and we're talking about the kiss and sort of analysing it.
As you always do.
As you always do, absolutely.
So?
Yeah?
I was just wondering if maybe you wanted to go to the ball with me.
Harry, I'm sorry, but someone's already asked me.
Okay.
In this film, Jo becomes a distressed, emotional character because her boyfriend's died, and she still can't get over him. But at the same time, she's developing feelings for Harry, and it's just very complicated with her. She doesn't know how she's feeling. She's happy one moment, and the next minute she's thinking about something, and she gets upset. There's a photo of Cedric in the room of requirement, and she starts thinking back to all the memories that she had with him. And so when everybody's left the room, she's still left us standing there. And Harry spots her, and he goes and he asks if she's alright. One thing was father, and before you know, they're kissing.
This was your first on-screen kiss. Yes. What leads up to an on-screen kiss?
Lots of fantasy chewing gum. But yeah, it's Harry Potter's first kiss is a very big deal, so I was quite nervous about them. Because the thing is, it shouldn't look suave or sexy. It should look sweet.
He was very nervous, and Katie was very nervous. The floor, so we didn't have all the crew, all the crew watching. We talked about their experiences, their own first kisses. Okay, got some very interesting stories there.
You want to share?
Nope. I think I ought to.
We were both nervous, and when you're doing in front of the whole crew, anything that would have otherwise been romantic about it vanishes very quickly, because it's just very clinical. People are still telling you, move your head to the right, move your head to the left. It just becomes like